Hi guys, Minx here. Welcome back to Sound of Drop Fall into Poison. This is part 3 of our ongoing horrific adventure in the aquarium here. Our friend is next to us, vomiting up horrible worm-like creatures and is clearly near death. And an unfamiliar woman has just shown up. It's a pity I cannot collect this precious sample. I don't have the luxury of time right now. I must find that child quickly. My, what a cute girl. What is it? Might you come to the aquarium to have fun with your friend? Aquarium? This is Mountain Aquarium, right? That's right. Me and Himeno. So this girl, she's called Himeno-chan then. The woman looks to be in her 30s, her blue eyeshadow leaving quite the impression. Her appearance coupled with her calm manner of speaking both tell me she must be quite mature. Her light-coloured hair is collected into an updo, and her suit is impeccably chosen. Those clothes, could you be an aquarium staff member? Yes, I am Saganuma Reiko. At this aquarium I am, I suppose, a representative of the director. Like a vice director? A little bit different. It would take some time to explain. More importantly, you should move away from Himeno-chan. Huh? The woman called Himeno by name, with a coquettish tone, gives the impression of being very forced. Crossing her arms, she looks down at me. The woman narrows her eyes. Would it be easier for you if I used the word infection? You have a wound on your leg, don't you? It's as if their fertility has intensified, meaning there are probably eggs amongst all that as well. What? She doesn't appear to be dead, but it's only a matter of time. You can no longer save Himeno-chan. Please, wait a second. It's fine to leave her like this. After I finish my business, I'll take her with me as a sample. The corners of Saganuma-san's mouth widen as she says this. My fear of this woman is even greater than my anger at Himeno being referred to as a sample. Even though someone right in front of her eyes might die, she is smiling. How in the world could she make that face? Because I can't understand. Saganuma Reiko-san seems terrifying to me. Please wait. If you're a member of staff, can't you get me out of this building first and take blah blah blah. Please wait. If you're a member of the staff, then can't you take me to this building's first aid room or call an ambulance or something, since Himeno's alive? It seems you care for Himeno-chan a great deal, so try to imagine this. If you die because of her, think about how Himeno-chan would feel. Himeno is alive. Please don't say something like that. I'm begging you. Please, save Himeno. I'm not a doctor. It's not possible. Moreover, I don't think the rescue workers would want to respond to such a hopeless call. Saganuma-san says this bluntly, in a cruel voice. Her voice is colder than the first time I heard it, or like water that has frozen over. She can't be saved anymore. Every time those words come from her mouth, my pulse grows louder and quicker. My blood is rushing through me fast enough for my veins to be worn down from within. That's not good enough. Please, save her. Please save Himeno. Before I know it, I'm facing her. I'm pleading. However, my desperate pleas are being shattered by her cruel smile. I don't like disobedient children. I also have work to do. Important work. That matters. You have work? This place isn't normal. Isn't that something a staff member should get? After fear makes a lap through me, I push aside my emotions. Leaping over my fear and anxiety toward this woman, I wholeheartedly just want to save Himeno. Not normal? Whatever do you mean? As aquariums also serve as research institutions, the situation itself isn't normal now, is it? I don't understand at all. That's enough. No matter how much time I spend here, it won't help. If you wish to join me, you are free to do so. Free to join you? Saganuma-san, aren't you staff here? Are you saying you don't know anything about this aquarium filled with nothing but phenomena? I don't understand a word of what you're saying. Are these good things? I'm telling you, I'm going now. If you wish to die along with her, then sit there staring about like that. Later, I'll study you in full as well, because one sample is more than enough. I shudder as a chill runs up my spine. I'm finally able to understand that this isn't a joke. That she is saying she simply doesn't care about whether Himeno lives or dies. Wait, please. You wasted enough of my time. I must hurry and find that child. The last bit of what Saganuma-san says is inaudible, as she runs out from the small room on the stage. Being neither harmful nor harmless, that's the type of person she is. Thinking she could point me down the one path that leads away from Himeno and I dying together, with just one phrase, I'm thrust down to rock bottom. Himeno can't be saved. That single phrase bounces around my head numerous times. No. No. No! Turning it over in my head with such frequency, the truth Saganuma-san had stated is becoming engraved upon my heart. I can no longer hear the click-clack sounds of her high heels. Instead, what resonates is the sound of the drops falling from my eyes. Hey, if you're having doubts, then just die. Who? It's a girl's voice, much younger than Saganuma-san's, around the same age as me, in fact. I turn towards the voice, coming a short distance away from where I'm holding Himeno. Oh shit, someone else knew, what the fuck? A slender girl who is little taller than me, with eyes a slightly different colour than Saganuma-san's cold eyes, looks down at me scornfully. Her long hair is tied back, dangling behind her like a tail. She's a bit different from Himeno, but it's still a girl in fashionable attire. I watch her with cautious interest as she glares at me. What's this all of a sudden? Who knows? I'm just annoyed with you, since I hate people who are so wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? You think you can just show up and know how I'm feeling? I don't know. I'm not interested. I feel irritated at this girl who knows nothing of my circumstances showing up with all these complaints. To think that Saganuma-san left and now this. She's directing her futile impatience at me as well. The girl is calm but speaking fast. Hearing such a tone, I can't go on without saying something back. If you're not interested, then why do you speak to me? More importantly, you haven't got swept up in anything dangerous, have you? Who knows? What's with that answer? Just say what you want to say. How mean. When this girl started speaking to me, it raised hope somewhere inside of me. I briefly hold out hope she's talking to me because she knows some way to save Himeno. That's why I begin to feel something more than just irritation towards this girl, who has come to kick me when I'm down. That girl's gonna get eaten up by the bugs and die, right? But parasites aren't all that quick or efficient. What are you? Because it's this mountain aquarium she will die. If it were me, that's what I would think. Then what are you saying? My heart begins to beat faster at her words. Now I regret placing so much hope in this girl. Nevertheless, from her way of speaking, could it be that if you get out of here, there may be a way to cure her? If it comes down to crying and dying, I would fight back rather than giving in. Cure her? Just now, you said cure her, really? That staff member earlier, she said she couldn't be saved. I don't know. There's no guarantee she can be saved, but the one who said she couldn't be saved was an employee of the aquarium, right? Not a doctor. Not a doctor. She seemed like she knew a lot about parasites, but sure enough, that woman was not a doctor. She said so herself. Also, the girl said something previously that caught my attention. Earlier, you said this mountain aquarium, right? What is this place? If you know, then tell me. Don't take me for a fool. But I don't know. Since this is an aquarium where nothing but dangerous things happen, I want to know how to get out of here. I can't save Himeno? Which path you take is completely up to you. I don't have any more time to worry about other people. I'm just saying if it were me, I wouldn't quit until I was dead. Upon making her blunt assertion, the girl heads for the innermost part of the shed. Somehow, in contrast to the employee earlier, she had entered from the side of the stage. If you don't have time, then why are you encouraging me? Encouraging me. Upon saying these words, I get an awkward feeling. The cutting assertion she made in a blunt tone and the words she said to me weren't exactly kind. However, I find them kind in the moment. It isn't that I can't save her, nor is it guaranteed that I can. Having received even a small amount of hope, my tears have stopped. I told you already, I was just getting annoyed. Without looking back, the girl walks away. Sitting on the ground, huddled close with Himeno, I think over the two possibilities in my mind. Since it's unlikely that I can save her, should I just stay here with her a second longer? Or should I believe the girl's words and escape from this danger-filled aquarium? Two possibilities, balancing on a scale. Alright guys, so here we come to another choice. Obviously one of these is going to end in a horrific death, and one of these is going to end in us surviving. I'm obviously going to try and pick the death first. I'm assuming staying here is a really fucking bad idea, so let's stay here with Himeno and see if we get infected with the disease. That's the best. The possibility that I might be able to save her is low, isn't it? It isn't zero, but it's close to it. I can't carry around the aquarium with me, so I'll definitely have to leave Himeno here in this shed. In that case, there's no guarantee I can get back here. With things like the rupture at the jellyfish booth and Hiyoshi-san's sudden change, the dangers present in Mountain Aquarium are innumerable. If I die along the way, it'll be what you call a dog's death. Separated from Himeno, the both of us dead. No, I want us to be together. Still squatting, I hold Himeno even tighter. Her feverish body occasionally chokes up, then Himeno vomits out several nematodes. Several parasites squirm at the base of my throat. It's alright. It's okay. No matter what, it's okay, as long as I'm with Himeno. I have no idea how much time has passed. I no longer have a sense of time, but not more than an hour could have passed. My body is no longer my own. The depths of my body have been corroded with fever, and I no longer have feeling in my hands or feet. I can no longer feel the softness and warmth of embracing Himeno. My vision is filled with countless lines. It feels as if something is actually crawling inside my eyeballs. Oh shit. This is my body at the moment. The lines covering my vision are probably all the same as the bugs eating away at Himeno's body. But this is fine. As long as I can be with Himeno. Before I realize it, my consciousness has melted away. I can no longer see Himeno's smiling face. That was fucked up. Is that love? That's the ending. So that's another bad ending. I didn't make a hard save, I just realised before then. Oh, a new little death screen though, with Himeno floating dead in the water there. Lovely. Wonderful. Those fucking nematode things are really fucking gross. Alright, so we're going to have to abandon her, obviously. It's the only... What I'm going to have to do is load this save here, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Then quick load, and that will take us back to decision. Here we go. Look for a way out the aquarium seems to be the correct thing to do here, so let's do it. Oh, we got to like a little loading screen. I like this visual novel a lot. Like, you really feel immersed in the world. Like the way the sound effects and just the panning camera and stuff is really good. The possibility of saving Himeno is probably 0. Or just as the girl said, it may not be 0. It is not completely outside the realm of possibility. Moreover, Marie is here. Just as she appeared the other day, Marie is here. This aquarium where nothing but oddities occur. Himeno's condition is also an undisputed abnormality. Saganuma-san herself said the parasites eating away at Himeno were ones that would normally attack humans. If that's the case, I have to go. Right now, the only one who can save Himeno is me. It isn't as if the staff member or the mysterious girl or Hiyoshi-san or anyone else will save Himeno. I have to walk on my own 2 legs. If I don't, Himeno will not be saved. At the same time as I stand up, I accept the determination I have no time for my heart to be breaking. My legs are still shaking, but all I have is the certainty that I'm standing right now. I spread a nearby blue tarp on the floor and lay Himeno on top of it. I find a towel, fold it up several times and lay it over her. Crass as it is, she now has a futon and a blanket. Just a little while. Just wait a little while. First I should check the entrance once more. If we came to this warped space-time mountain aquarium, then somewhere there should be a connection. It shouldn't be one way. I go back to my original idea, deciding to head for the entrance gate. If I can get out normally from the gate, then next I'll seek a safe route. It will take some time for me to move Himeno, so I need to carefully ensure there's no more phenomena will occur. In the event that I can't get out through the gates, it would mean that we're trapped inside Mountain Aquarium. If that's the case, then I'll look for a way to break out this cage. Circumstances won't be any worse, just different. It will be alright. My plan's clarified, I feel as if even I can do this. I have no special skills, and my personality is probably introverted, but my desire to save Himeno is second to no one's. Okay, okay, Jesus Christ. Another death choice here. Already. Whew. I feel like going the way I came is going to be death, so let's pick that first. Because a new route is needed, right? Like, if we go back the way we came, we're going to get killed by the dude. So we'll go back the way I came. Another death. Yoshi-san is probably in the staff passageway I came through earlier, but it shouldn't be a danger I cannot overcome. If I can run past him in one shot, surely it will all be okay. That sounds like a really bad idea. I open the door carefully with a soft ka-chak. It's at this moment... Yeah! A sharp pain runs through the base of my neck. Whatever bit my neck knocks me to the ground. No, not good. What is it? What the fuck is it? We can't even see. With each bite, the area around my neck makes a squelching sound. The cold stench of iron and the smell of blood. It's the smell of my blood and the saliva of whatever is doing it to be mixing together. Choked up by the stench, I realize the air filling my mouth is hitting the bottom of my chin. Breath from my own mouth shouldn't reach the bottom of my chin. The inconsistency here is because the breath is being vented from an air hole that's opened in my neck. Oh shit. My voice isn't a voice anymore. It's nothing more than a sound of air escaping it. Unable to offer resistance, my body is overrun by that something. What the fuck was that? You guys see that? There's no pain. All I can feel is a gradual depletion of my own flesh. That something's head bobs up for a second. It's someone I know. The face of a man I know. I guess Hiyoshi-san just bit our head off? Is he like turned into a monster or some shit? I mean, before long, everything is engulfed in silence. Surely this is my death. Being eaten by the one who saved my life, Hiyoshi-san. It is merely my tiny death, and nothing more. Irrational. Right, that's another death. We got our head bitten off. Delicious. And we get Hiyoshi-san floating dead there. I don't know what's making... I wonder if it's the parasites that's causing all these people to turn into fucking horrible shit. Regardless, let's pick another ending. We're gonna go back using a new route, because that's sensible. In order to get back to the gate, it seems there are two similar routes, but I'm afraid to take the path containing the insane Hiyoshi-san. Hiyoshi-san was clearly not normal. I had the desire to save him, but speaking honestly, protecting myself takes priority. Moreover, as opposed to Himeno, he didn't seem to be headed down a straight path to death. If I can get out the aquarium, I should check on Hiyoshi-san's condition once more at that time, because there's no change in the fact that he is the one who saved my life. I head back inside the shed and decide to move on using the underground passage, even if by accident, that was the way the mysterious girl had disappeared. Opening the door, I step down a rusty stairway. It's a spiral staircase, and as I step off the very bottom, I see a dim underground passage stretching out before me. After going down the passageway a bit, I run into a door. It seems that if I do not pass through this room, I cannot proceed. Upon slowly opening the door, I see several computers and various other machines. Since I see lots of levers and dials with numbers and up-down symbols on them, they must be where all the machines in the aquarium are controlled. They probably control the tank temperature, oxygen regulation, lighting, and such from here as well. At any rate, I should keep moving. As I proceed, the sound of my footsteps echoes with a click-clack, click-clack. An echo lingers with a clack-clack sound. Figures, this place is creepy too. I mumble something like that after all that's happened. Even as I reflect on this and walk on, a jarring sound blends in with my footsteps. Someone else is walking, oh god. That's creepy. What was that sound just now? Maybe not? Puzzled, I strain my ears and I hear someone moaning. Oh, okay, maybe not. The voice is coming from my destination, the interior of the cellar. Despite my hesitation, I proceed onward with caution. Please. Please help me. What? After taking several steps, the voice becomes clearer. Peering through a gap in the machines, I discover the origin of the voice. This is going to be bad. Oh shit, it's that chick from before. Is that a killer whale? What the fuck? Yeah. I scream without thinking. In the corner of my control room, something completely detached from reality is taking place. Is that an orca? But how? I give voice to what lies before my eyes. A plump round belly with a distinct contrast between its colours of black and white. On the opposite side of its sharp shark-like fin is its mouth, with its tapered teeth all lined up. That's right. Orca are swimming around in here. In this room, with no water, they are swimming about in the air. It isn't just that they float in the air, they move and swim about using their fins and bodies. Oh shit, this is bad as fuck. Moreover, there just isn't one, two, no three. There are three of them swimming right before my eyes. Marine creatures that are much longer than the span of my two arms, if I were to spread them wide. How? The orca continue to swim about, unaware of my presence. No, at this rate I'll be attacked. As I realise this, I step back. However, immediately after I do so, I catch sight of the owner of that small voice. That The 3 orca are swimming around, encircling someone as if it were their prey. That someone at the center is a girl around the same age as me, a girl I ran into only a short while ago on the stage. Her eyes are wide and she trembles with a terrified expression, standing stock still as her only escape route is blocked. Her mouth is flapping open and closed as she's having trouble breathing. Another death. Oh my god. As the orcas swim about, they occasionally point the tips of their noses at the girl. They probably aren't smelling her, the movement appearing to me as if they're sizing her up instead. Alright. So we have another death coming up here. I'm assuming we have to save her, so let's ignore her and see if we die. I can't worry about that right now. I avert my eyes from the girl and the orca, backing against the wall as much as possible. Against the wall, I stealthily move on, a step at a time. I'm sorry for the girl, but I have no time to waste right now. I have to help Himeno as quickly as possible. Trying to make no noise, I head cautiously for the exit of the passage. Ugh. Oh, that sounds bad. That sounds like a pissed off orca to me. I mean, I'm not an expert on orcas and what they sound like when they're pissed off, but if I had to imagine what an orca sounds like when it's pissed off, that would be what I would go for. With several meters remaining, my ears suddenly begin to ring. I'm spinning round and round. Immediately after, I lose the ability to stand. Baffled at the suddenness of what happened, I collapse on the spot. No. No, why? Since it isn't as though anyone will answer, I struggle to pull myself up. Getting a grasp on the floor is impossible, as trying to grab a bubble. My vision is spinning, leaving me unable to grasp whether the floor is the wall or the wall is the floor. Gradually, breathing begins to feel different. I can't breathe. I can't get enough oxygen. Are we just going to drown? I think we are, yeah. For a night, I'm in the ocean. I struggle to right myself in this unchanging ocean with no up or down. If there's no ground, that means it's impossible to do something like stand. When the orca hunt, they fire off ultrasonic waves. This causes their prey to lose a sense of equilibrium in their semicircular canals. Long ago I heard that somewhere. So it's already too late. I'm prey. Merely bait for a predator to feed on. Becoming their focus before I realise it, the 3 orca are swimming around me. Having no sense of equilibrium, there is no way I can tell which orca is to the left of me and which is to the right. And they eat me. Adjacent to my spinning vision is a dark brownish red clump. The deep red liquid flowing from that clump blends with the seawater. Whether I flee or not, my fate's been decided. Within this ocean where I cannot see the bottom, I await the same conclusion as that piece of meat. With me chosen as their next target, I will be eaten by these orca. The tips of those tapered teeth sink into my skin. Being torn apart is just as it's explained in reference books, with the orca taking my arms completely off. No scream will come out my mouth. That's because my voice dissolves into the water. That distinct pain detaches me from reality. But I still haven't eaten ice cream with Himeno. What a nice thought. Those words appear vaguely out of place in my wavering consciousness. I can think of nothing but saving Himeno. So I'm sure she'll be happy. A neck smashed by teeth ending. Another death! That's 3 deaths in 25 minutes. The game's really spinning out at the moment. Oh, we got another little death thing here with this chick. Who we don't even know her name. We don't even know this chick's name so far. We have literally no idea. Literally. Alright. I will have to save her, I guess, then. I don't even know the girl's name. However, as things are now, it seems the girl will be attacked by the orca. I push my numerous doubts aside and focus only on that fact. I want to save her. Thanks to those words welling up inside, I can no longer say this doesn't concern me. Moreover, if it were Himeno, she would surely get involved. Even if I saved Himeno after ignoring someone in trouble, she wouldn't be happy about it. I'll save that girl. Someone. I hear those timid words she mumbles. Little by little, the 3 orcas swimming in the air seem to be tightening the circle they have made. I have to hurry. But what should I do? Oh my god, there's another death here? This is just like a scene of fucking deaths. Alright, there's a fire extinguisher. I wonder if I can move the machines with a computer. At any rate, I have to get her away from the orca. Alright. No idea which should be the good route here, and obviously I want to get the bad route first. Let's just drop a hard safe. Alright. So there's 3 options. I don't really like these 3 option routes, but, you know, what can you do? I wonder if there's 2 bad endings here or just one. Like, it's really fucking... It's really hard to tell, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to try the fire extinguisher first. I think it's the second one's going to be the good one. So we'll do fire extinguisher, third one, middle one, assuming we don't get the good answer. And hopefully there'll be a different bad ending each one. Alright, anyway, here we go. That's a fire extinguisher. At the edge of the room, I discover a fire extinguisher. If I can attract their attention with this, and somehow, while the orca are distracted, I would need to get away. I pull the yellow pin from the fire extinguisher and point the hose at the orca. I'm not sure that's a good idea, you know. In the time with my shout, I pull the nozzle of the fire extinguisher with everything I have. At that moment, white smoke sprays out. Hidden in the smoke, the orca's forms immediately vanish. Take this opportunity and run for it, I shout, leaving the fire extinguisher on the ground. I then run for the exit. Huh? It's only a second later I feel something strike my back. Hit so hard, it's incomparable to bumping into people in town. I pitch forward and fall. That scream is involuntary. Little by little, the area on my neck starts to hurt. I scream once more. My breath grows light. Air is blowing out the hole that's opened in my neck. Oh, Jesus. After a while, my screams will not even come out anymore. An orca is right in front of me. The 3 orca had been with that girl, and one more is right there where I'd been heading. It's useless to wonder about where it came from. With the orca swimming in the air, the concept of space itself has become more than ambiguous. My body is overrun with the orca's small, sharp teeth. I try and raise my voice, but I realize my voice is full of seawater. Before I figure out what's going on, I'm in the ocean. The blood extending my body gradually flows upward. I'm not just in the ocean, but it seems I'm in a deep part of it. As I try and fill my chest with air, water flows into my lungs from the hole in my neck. My body will likely return to the sea. As I think this, my body, which has taken on buoyancy, seems as if it belongs to somebody else. Another death. I was right about that one. Oh, it's this chick now. Yes, you are dead. Being too kind-hearted is mere foolishness. Well, I'm in a hurry. I have something I have to do. What a bitch. Fuck you. Remind me not to save you next time, although I guess I have to. Like, the game is insisting I save her. Melting. Is that death? There's a lot of deaths in this game. Alright, here we go. Let's load this up again. This time we're going to choose the third one, like I said. What? It's only a second later that I feel something strike my back. Hit so... Okay, it's exactly the same death. Yeah. So it's just the same thing. But it counts as different even though it's the same death sequence exactly. Okay. That's a shame. I want a bit more variety. It's going to have a different name though, right? Oh, what's this? Hang on. This is slightly different. Before my eyes is one solitary red eyeball. Let's both curse this aquarium. Who is that? From someplace up high, I'm following a pink shadow. It's moving beneath me. Mayu, where are you? I see she's alive. So then I need to bring her with me. Into this malevolent aquarium. What the fuck? That was weird as fuck as well. Chains of Descent. That was an unusual little ending there. Just a weird little extra bit there with her memo at the end. And our dialogue going red? Did we go like... Did we just break and go evil then at the end for a brief second? I don't know. Anyway, let's load that up again. So I wonder if I can move the machines with a computer. It's dangerous to get close to the orca. That's why I can't think of a way to undo these circumstances. If I had bait, I could probably distract the orca, but I don't see anything nearby. Needless to say, the girl under attack is already playing that role. Something I can use. Hoping against hope, I placed my hand on the computer console. The liquid crystals on the touch panel seemed to power on, causing some sort of control screen to be displayed. This is... the tunnel tank, the stage, the jellyfish booth. Aside from those, the names of various facilities in the aquarium are displayed. From this computer, I can probably access each of those facilities. However, now is not the time for that. Anything's fine, just... Ignoring the other facilities, I touch the selection for the basement level control room. The control screen for the air, the speakers, and so on is displayed. How much does this habitat of this orca have in common with real orca? Realize I don't have time to think it over. I decide the temperature settings are the best place to start. It's ideal for humans, but it could burn the sea creatures. It's no use, this will take too much time. The roar of the air is fierce, but there is little change in what I can feel on my skin. So we have even more chances for death. Even fucking more. Another 3 fucking chances of death here. Alright. Let's start with smell. The orca have begun probing the girl with the tips of their noses. The girl provides no resistance, her mouth flapping open and closed. This is bad, I have to. Small but sharp teeth peek out from a small opening in the orca's mouth. The tips of its teeth seem to sparkle, and my pulse quickens. There's no time left to test another method. Lime left? The sense of smell. Though I had to calm down, sharks have a keen reaction to the smell of blood, so it could be the same for orca. It's not. No, that shouldn't be it. I've heard that, in exchange for the development of their senses of hearing, orca hardly use their sense of sight or sense of smell. When I take my eyes off the monitor, I spot a mop that's fallen over in the corner of the room. Orca are supposed to have the ability to sense pain. If that's the case, this is a really terrible idea. Don't hit with a fucking broom. If I aim for the eyes, even I can do it. Even I know how powerless I am, but that's a soft spot, like the eyes. Should be able to get them to fall back with this mop. I'll save you now. I ready myself, then leap at the orca. I thrust the opposite end of the mop at the orca in front of me. The tip of the wooden mop digs into the orca's right eye. It gives little resistance, only a soft sensation in return. Right away, fresh blood floats upwards, defying gravity. It acts the same as blood flowing to the surface when you started bleeding underwater. The orca shakes its large body as if it's moaning in pain. Oh. As I shout, I pierce the orca's left eye with the mop. Trembling against the squishy sensation, I put all my strength into it. Even as fear takes over, it isn't as if I can stand by without taking action. Even after seeing blood spout from his left eye, I continue to stab it. The nerves inside the eye are connected to the brain. With the mop handle being as long as it is, I can reach the orca's brain. I will kill the orca. Despite the fact I'm the one doing the attacking, I scream. If I had just seen such a big creature at the aquarium, I would have thought how cute it was. But I have to kill it now. I push the mop into its brain, twisting it as I do so. Looking away, I twist the mop faster and faster. I'm scrambling its brains by my own hands. If I don't resolve myself to this, we will both die. The orca gives no resistance and stops moving. When I pull the mop out, the left eye dangles from the still connected red muscle. I did it. I somehow killed one. Now I have to do the same to the other 2. I steady my quickening breath and ready the mop. I'll save you. When I turn back to the girl, I'm shoved up against the wall. What? Before my eyes is a large body. It presses against my abdomen with a strength that contrasts its cute exterior. No, it can no longer be considered cute. Having lost both eyes, the stench of blood rises from those hollow black cavities like steam. My face is dirted, showered in that fishy-smelling blood. Its left eye, dangling from the red muscle, glares at me. Why? The stench of a rotting corpse is already wafting off the orca's body. Reddish-brown mucus spills from its mouth. Suddenly it feels as if something touches my hand. Something with the same feel as scrambled brains. The mop is easily broken by the orca's body and floats around me. We did, again. Unable to endure it, I cough up air. The air turns to bubbles as I look towards the ceiling. No, there's no longer a ceiling there. This is underwater. If it weren't, blood wouldn't flow upwards and the mop wouldn't float about. Instead of air, I breathe in water. It's salty, seawater. I can no longer breathe. A dull sound resonates. Called by the sound, 2 orca follow. As if playing around, 2 of them ram me with their bodies. My insides are jumbled. Something bitter wells up in my mouth. I vomit up something reddish-brown. It resembles the guts of an anatomical model. The only difference is how soft it is. The orca bare their fangs as if they finished playing. Little by little, my body is diminished. I am becoming a part of the orca. Unable to be properly consumed by the orca I was supposed to kill, my flesh spills out from its eyeballs. Jesus Christ. That's right, the eyes and mouth are connected. There's one more thing I've... This is the most horrible death I've seen in ages. There's one more thing I've realised. That I'm probably already dead. Yeah, you were dead a while ago. Although well done for narrating your own death for such a long time. Earth-shattering ending. Jesus fucking Christ. That was horrible. Jesus. Like, I'm genuinely disturbed by that. Alright, we still have another death to come, though. Because... I don't know. Alright. Let's load up again and I guess choose another thing to ruin. Alright, so we've got sense of smell. We do this. Use sense of pain. It's probably the same, I'm gonna guess, but we'll try. There's no time left to test another method. Yeah, this is new still. I've heard the fish have no sense of pain, but orca are mammals, the same as humans. There is no doubt they would have the ability to feel pain. I take my eyes off the computer and glance around my surroundings. Is it going to be the mop again? Yep, it's a mop. They're going for the eyes again. It's going to be exactly the same, this. This is going to be, yeah. We do the same fucked up shit. Scramble its brains, yada yada. She's pushed against the wall. And she's killed. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Just a slight variation. Yep. Although we get a different ending for it. That's... it was Earth-Shattering too. I guess they're the same ending. I guess they just give the same ending. Alright. So anyway... we have tried all the options now except the sense of sound, which I'm assuming is the correct one, where we don't get destroyed by a half undead orca. So let's load that up again. All right, sense of hearing. The orca began probing the girl. We already know this. The girl was in the speaker. I discover the volume setting on the liquid crystal display and hazily recall something inside my mind. Sound. Ultrasonic waves. Their sense of hearing. I remember something I saw on TV about orca and their environment. Dolphins, whales, and other similar species use sound for communication. The various species make noise and can comprehend that sound. These are creatures with excellent hearing. Anything's fine, just some noise. That's my only hope, I think. If I make a loud enough sound, I can probably repel the orca. Setting aside my feelings of impatience, I set the volume as high as possible. All that's left is where the playback comes from. I wonder where the sound comes out. Huh. At that moment, chills run down my spine. The guard and the three orca are at the periphery of my vision. Then I wonder what in the world was just there, just brushed against my spine. Could it have been? Despite trying to keep it under control, my heartbeat has rapidly increased. Sweat drips from my forehead. There is one more orca here now, 4 in total. As I realise what's happening, I suddenly feel my legs floating. Not that, but my entire body is floating about. There's no way I could be floating in midair. My body is taken on buoyancy as it's floating. So this is exactly what happened before, but hopefully we pressed the sound thing in time this time so we don't fucking horribly die. My hands are wriggling about and I seize a long, narrow pole. As I'm prodded by the tip of the orca's nose, my body gives a violent shake. The giant orca has the intensity of a semi-truck. The force from being pushed caused the pole I grab to spin about. The orca opens its mouth right before my eyes. The fangs, which I've only seen from a distance, seem very large at point-blank range. Are we going to die again? Pulling my body back, I begin to slightly float away from the orca. The velocity at which I'm floating backwards is still much slower than the speed of the orca's approach. As I'm trying to use the pole, I'm holding it in my right hand as an axis. It begins to spin. Falling victim to the current created by the orca's movement, I lose hold of the pole. An orca approaches from the front, seizing me. Are we fucked again? No, we're not, because the sound's gone off. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Just as the orca's fangs graze my head, a screeching key... I can hear it. Oh my god, that was horrible. My body hits the hard floor with a thump. With hard, ragged gasps, I realize I can breathe. What? The seawater that once surrounded me now gone. I'm once again in the place with all the machines. As if a filter has been placed over my ears, I cannot hear clearly. Strange. More importantly, that girl. There's nothing when my eyes land. Seeing that a shadow has fallen over me, I look over my shoulder. The girl from earlier is touching the machine. It seems she is talking, but I can't understand what she's saying because I cannot hear. As if someone has covered my ears. On top of the computer is a microphone spun around. It's the type to connect it directly to the machine. Right. I accidentally... The howling and clicking sound, you may have a bit of hearing. As the filter of my ears fades, I'm able to understand the girl's words. The clicking sound, the ultrasonic waves the orca emit, the loud volume of that sound probably repelled the orca. The illusion of being in the water is also gone. Somehow, we seem to have escaped danger. As I stand up, I start to feel relieved. Good. Don't start feeling relieved on your own. If you look at the big picture, our situation hasn't changed all that much. Huh? Mary? What did you say? Long hair, a bit shorter than I didn't realise it earlier, but she has the look of my missing little sister from behind. Her hairstyle and colour are different, but something about her makes me feel nostalgic. Is this her sister grown up? The girl turns away from the machine and looks back at me. Her eyes are the same colour as Mary's after all. If Mary had continued to grow, she would surely look like this. If you're going to cause a disturbance, don't involve me. Well then. Wait a second. I refuse. With no concern for me, the girl begins to walk away. She must know something. My intuition tugs at me. Wiping the dust off my butt, I follow after her. It isn't that I'm trying to cause a disturbance. If I truly believe this girl to be Marie, then I may have to deny what I see before me. I only want to speak with the girl. However, in spite of these thoughts, my words will not come out. I'm searching for my little sister who went missing here 5 years ago. You look a lot like her, that's all. So that's why you saved me then? No, that's not it. It's just, you were in danger, so... I don't get it. Well then tell me what you know about this mountain aquarium, because my little sister and my friend, Maria Jimeno, I want to save them. Jimeno, the girl from earlier. You were able to pull yourself together then. The girl stops walking for a bit. In that moment of inaction, I'm unable to reach her side with small steps. Giving me a sideways glance, the girl speaks quietly. I'll pay back my debt now. Debt? The debt I owe you for saving me. I don't see it as something you have to pay back at all. I think it is. Besides, I don't know when either you or I will die. I should pay it back while we're still alive. So within this malicious mountain aquarium. Malicious mountain aquarium? The place where we're standing. It was born from an incident 5 years ago. A malicious alternate dimension existing alongside the regular one. If it weren't, such bizarre phenomena couldn't occur. Malicious alternate dimension? What exactly do you mean? If I could explain, I wouldn't be having all this trouble. The girl says curtly, and just like that turns around. Her words only deepen the mystery further. This alternate dimension world, could it be like the parallel world Hiyoshi-san was talking about? Yes it is, you fucking idiot. It's the same, it's exactly what he said. Paying no heed to me being deep in thought, the girl starts walking again. Wait, at any rate, could we at least say we're trapped in this aquarium? To my knowledge, though I haven't tested that theory. I'm getting out of here together with someone precious to me, because I will save Jimeno. Do what you want. Don't you want to escape as well? If you do, we have another choice, but this one is almost the same. Come with me. Then come with me. Don't treat me like a child. I've no desire to run away from this place. The girl rejects my proposition flat out, giving the impression that she would never accept. Quickening her pace, she walks back in the direction of the previous room. I was planning to go this way too. That's right. In the end, moving forward means our destinations are the same. Moving at a trot, I follow the girl. This looks normal. There are stairs at the end of the underground passageway. Climbing those stairs leads to a waiting room for staff. According to the map, it seems the waiting room is connected to the passageway where Hiyoshi-san went crazy. However, I cannot hear any particularly strange sounds. The various things scattered around this room, and they seem to have been left this way for some time. There doesn't appear to be in disrepair in the way the stage is. Why are you following me? Because in order to find the clues to escaping from this aquarium, I have to keep moving forward. Is that so? By the way, can you tell me your name? If you're going to ask someone their name, you should give yours first. Right. I'm Nakanobi Mayumi. I'm also called Mayu. How about you? There's no need for me to tell you. The girl mixes a sigh with this brief conversation. Thinking that I'm the one that feels like sighing somehow, the conversation has come to a close. Though her attitude towards me is cold, she's shown no outright aggression, reassuring me that I'm no longer alone. It feels like someone was here recently, I mutter on spotting someone's clothes in a partially consumed sports drink. As if having reached the same conclusion, the girl returns my glance. In the aquarium, each room is completely different, being completely ruined or being in use like this room. You think so too, then? She's surprisingly receptive to what I just said. The girl sits down on the sofa in the staff room, motioning for me to sit opposite her. She seems to be telling me she wants to talk through everything thoroughly. The phenomena of Mountain Aquarium. You mentioned how every room is different, but I think that each door you take is different. What exactly do you mean? I hoped you'd be sharper, but you're a blockhead after all. You've also experienced opening a door to find things have changed. Am I wrong? Yeah, I have. Things like hearing strange voices or having a normal person go crazy. The girl places her hands on her chin, a serious expression appearing on her face. I didn't think she would listen to what I had to say at all, but apparently Mountain Aquarium is the exception. You said also. Does that mean you have as well? When I entered one room, I was choked by the stench. Although it was from the tanks not being filtered, but no matter how many rooms I passed through, I realized the situation in each room was completely different. It was the same for me. Thinking I didn't completely grasp the situation, I tried going back the way I came. When I did so, the situation was completely different, the first and second time round. At first, the fish in the stinky tanks were swimming around. Do you get it? When you open the door, the circumstances of the room change? At the very least, the doors are the key. After hearing your story, I'm convinced. What story? I don't understand this bit. After saying this, the girl rises and adjusts the hem of her skirt. Well, I'll be off. Wait a minute, shouldn't we share information like what things are like in each area? There's no need. It changes each time you open a door, so all of our experiences up to this point are in the past. With that cold attitude, the girl puts her hand on the exit door. Somehow, I feel that trying to stop this girl from going on alone is pointless. Slumping my shoulders with the realization I will once again be alone, I discover a book lying on the sofa. Where you were sitting just now, is that a diary? A diary? Could it belong to one of the staff of Mountain Aquarium? The girl reacts with sudden interest and returns to the spot facing me. Somehow, just as the girl said, it seems to be the diary of a Mountain Aquarium staff member. A bit larger than the paperback, similar to a pocket notebook. Let me see. The girl takes the diary from my hands and opens it. This date, it's from 5 years ago. From 5 years ago? 5 years ago. The date Mary went missing and the incident the girl mentioned occurred. Mountain Aquarium was the thing these two incidents had in common. The diary had something important written inside. That is what my intuition is telling me. I want to look too. Putting back the girl's arms as she reads the diary on her own, I force my way so I can peek into it as well. In the beginning, it's all simple descriptions of this person's job. I'm interested in how the fish are being cared for and hidden workings of the aquarium, but now isn't the time. The girl flips to the book, looking for more important information. This is what I want to know, as well. Let's take our time and go through this part. That is one I recognise. A cold day, halfway through January. The day of my first visit to Mountain Aquarium. A day of destiny. There's been an accident, a big one. The fish in the deep sea fish booth died due to an error in the pressure control valve, and in the ensuing panic, Director Sakaguchi died as problems with the machinery increased. The loan on the deep sea fish booth hasn't even been paid off yet, but tomorrow it will be closed down right away. It's been called a closure, but the staff are being called together. I'm so down. I'm moving on. Okay. The girl continues flipping through the diary. Could the director's death have an incident the girl was talking about? For some time after that entry, it seemed just to be grumblings. Eventually, the girl is skipping over these parts. Seems this employee was going through some tough times. It's been 3 months to the day since we started operating the deep sea fish booth closed down. Customer traffic has decreased, even though we do have the tunnel tank and jellyfish booth. Thanks to it being promoted as a date spot, the amount of couples coming is increasing. Our bonuses have probably been cut, but it seems we can continue without losing any staff. Finally, an optimistic entry. 3 months since the accident, for a recovery it happened pretty fast. I don't think I was as positive as he was 3 months after Mary disappeared. The girl finally begins to read on in the diary. After a month passes in the diary, the speed with which she flips through the pages slows down. Lately, strange rumours have begun to spread, like the water in the tank turns to blood, or the director's ghost swims about. They're urban legends. I don't know who's spreading these rumours, but I've seen to be popular among high school girls. Thanks to that, the amount of high school girl customers is increasing. It's probably a one-time boom. Once the boom is over, there's no doubt the amount of customers will recede in contrast. They've been around for 5 years, these rumours? The girl nods at my words. She still doesn't take her eyes off the diary. Though the rumours should be fading into obscurity, they seem to be steadily increasing in their grandeur. I've been asked things like, the director was killed, right? It was a murder, right? That shouldn't be happening. Well, it's fine, as long as the girl is cute. For a second, a scowl appears on the girl's face. This staff person's candid thoughts aren't really reassuring. It will probably be impossible for anyone to remain neutral about this, so I can sympathise with the girl's sullen expression. Even among the staff here, rumours are beginning to spread. Even those who are decent adults are keeping them alive. I want Kazuki to stop with there are so many fishy things about the accident in the deep sea fish booth, and playing detective. The girl pauses briefly to think something over. When she realises I'm looking at her, she flips the page noisily. That Kazuki. He's been out for 3 days now. He's pushed his luck too far by encouraging these rumours. It doesn't seem to be just someone skipping work. The girl's puzzled expression gives a hint of something more. That guy. Ever since he came back, he's gotten weird. How are the fish? How is the ghost? I'm the only one that's actually listening to him. From here, the writing gets messy. It does. Don't play around. Stop messing with me. What's going on? Kazuki drowned to death in one of the tanks? I thought he'd been going too far with these rumours, but he was a good guy. Everyone else has started calling it a curse. What's going on? Damn it! Again, someone died in Mountain Aquarium, and he was the person who was active in spreading the urban legends. With that, the rumours would easily become easier to swallow for children and adults. Something is weird. Lately, deaths among the creatures we have on display have increased. After all our work to recover, management is hitting a slump again. The weird rumours aren't going away either. Why can't I see the ghost of a girl inside the aquarium? It's so over the top. I don't get any of it. The two of us continue to read intently. Lately, I'm seeing fish everywhere, as if seeking prey. I have a voracious appetite. Come to think of it, I've started to think the rumour in particular might be true. After the closing of the exhibit, I've seen a girl with long hair. Even though it's June, she's wearing winter clothes. There's no doubt about that. What? Without my noticing, my word slips out. No, that's wrong. Denial appears in my mind. The girl notices I've fallen into a strange state and she curtly says, concentrate. Either way, I'm already concentrating. I take a deep breath and steadying my breathing, squinting to follow the words of the diary. I've gone crazy, or so many of them say. What's crazy about me? I haven't the slightest idea. This is an aquarium, so I shouldn't be weird for there to be fish everywhere. Look, even as I write this, they swim around me. There's a clownfish. This is probably the same phenomenon as I experienced. Yeah. If we're swimming about, even in places with no water, it had to be connected to the phenomenon in the underground control room. Even with this girl and I having experienced being attacked ourselves, it feels like I'm still resisting this for some reason. Lately, I feel like I'm going to drown. I wonder if my body is weakening. Nevertheless, everyone is so cruel. Even if I were to start drowning in this room, no one would help me. Drowning with no water, that's same phenomenon. And by this room, maybe the room we're in right now, the staff room. I want to go ahead and quit. I'm at my limits. Fish are swimming around everywhere. No matter where I go, I feel like I'm drowning. And no matter what, no one believes me. Ever since Kazuki died, I'm miserable. The next entry is the last. Yeah, let's take a look. I wonder if my past life was a fish. Recently, I feel no resistance to the water. I wonder what that means. Who knows? The girl closes the diary and places it on the table with a dull thud. The last entry in the diary was July 10th, around the same time of the year as now. I wonder, what could have happened to the staff member after that? I somehow know the answer. Surely he met the same end as the one called Kazuki. As I mull over my doubts, I notice a half-full plastic bottle on the table. This juice, the expiration date on it is from 4 years ago. There's a calendar on the other side, but it also is from 4 years ago. I thought this room seemed to have been in recent use, but it's the Mountain Aquarium from 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Yes, the prices in the pamphlet left are also 200 yen cheaper than they are now, so there's no doubt about that. Despite my lingering doubts, I believe what she says. Up to this point, I've seen time passing in a weird fashion here many times. Rather than being in awe of the fact that we're in the Mountain Aquarium of long ago, I'm more caught up in the realization of how many years have passed. Once, 4 years ago, Mountain Aquarium closed down for about half a year. It was right around July. Surely this is when the employee died. I had no idea. It wouldn't have been a big deal. There are other things for people to do for fun. Anyway, the current urban legends about Mountain Aquarium probably come from this period, and they aren't merely rumours. You're saying there could be others wound up in similar circumstances to ours? Yes. Moreover, there may be someone who got out of this Mountain Aquarium. There has to be a clue somewhere after all. The diary hints at that. However, this diary holds one more possibility. The 3-day absence from work. After that disappearance, the person called Kazuki had an accident and died. Kazuki had returned to the real world but was unable to live on peacefully. There is a stinging sensation inside of me. The reason we came to Mountain Aquarium was because of Himeno's ghost story. Couldn't that have also been someone who returned from Mountain Aquarium? The story's content was different, but the result was the same. The full moon and red water could be considered a dramatization of an urban legend. There's something that's bothering me. It's a ghost story I heard from Himeno. A ghost story? Having caught the girl's attention, I tell her the story as we sit. I forget some of the finer details and mix up the order, but I give her the general story. You heard the story from the girl Himeno? You don't know any more details? That's all I heard. Himeno insisted it was a rumour, so she probably doesn't know any further details either. I see. By any chance, have you heard that story as well? Some time passes, but the girl doesn't say anything else on the subject. The girl's expression seems a little different than it has up until now, but I cannot get a deeper read on it. Not allowing the silence to continue much longer, the girl speaks without looking at me. Thinking about it won't do any good. I'm going. Wait, didn't I tell you? I've no desire to run from Mountain Aquarium. The girl says this over her shoulder, putting her hand on the door to the staff room. According to the map, the slide the girl exits from leads to the gate. The girl, having turned down my request for company, I can see that she's no longer going to stop to help me, so I don't try and make her. And now, I'm alone, once again. This room has neither the sound of machines, nor that of ventilation fans, so I can hear the beating of my timid little heart. I remember another rumor the staff member wrote in the diary. A girl with long hair and winter clothes. The girl's referred to as a ghost. She wasn't in the story Himeno told. What it may have hinted at was that Mari had already become a ghost, so that Mari had appeared before me was... One part of me agrees with that thinking, but another part of me rejects it. I'm torn between the two, and the inside of my eyes grows hot. But there's no use in thinking about it. I have to move forward. If I falter, nothing will change, right? I'm alone again, but it isn't as if I don't know anything. It isn't as if I can't do anything. So, here we go. A big choice, I think this is, and it's also where we're going to end the video. Thank you very much for watching Part 3 of Sound of Drop Fall into Poison. If you enjoyed, leave a like and a comment below. Some fucked up deaths and a lot of exposition there. I hope you guys did enjoy what you heard, and I will continue this very shortly. So, see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Which one should I pick? Let me know in the description below. Let me know in the comments below, not the description below. See you guys later. Bye!